everybody? It's your girl, Sophie here on Sophia's Football Talk to preview ahead of the, big major tournament, which is, of course, African Cup of Nations, short for Afcon. I'm very gassed. We call it 2023 this time because it was supposed to be last year during the summer, but obviously climate and all that had to then be changed for this January and February season. I have two guests to join me. The other one will be here very shortly, but we have Hano here, who is, as you guys can see in the flag at the background, South African. His YouTube channel is Coach Corner. I have his YouTube name titled, so make sure that you guys click on that and do subscribe to his channel. I'll also put it in the description box. How are you, Hano? Are you good? It's been a long time no see on a channel. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me, first of all. Yeah, long time no see. Afcon, one of the biggest tournaments. Some say the second biggest, of course. With not excluding the World Cup. But yeah, I'm excited. Some tasty games definitely on show. So yeah, and some
Yes, yes,
flops.
yes.
There are some flops definitely, and some dark horse
Oh, yeah.
stories.
100%. That's what we will be talking about. I did, guys, I believe it might have been last week where I did post my AFCON predictions. So if you haven't seen that, make sure that you do check it out after this video. We will be doing a lot of AFCON content as it kicks off this Saturday. We're going to be doing a live match reaction straight after to talk about Ivory Coast versus Guinea-Bissau. So make sure that you are there. Subscribe to this channel. Give it the likes because it does help the channel to grow, and also feel free to join the SFT membership, another way to help the community to grow and whatnot. Big up to Ming, who is a member. Big up to Henry, and of course Hano at we had in the comments earlier. But yeah, so before we get joined by Ola, who is Nigerian, to talk about his nation, kind of want to talk a little bit about, like, in general with Afcon. Um, do you think, Hano, with that this tournament sometimes can be, it's a big talking point for me was to kind of talk about how this often has been a much disrespected tournament over the years. Um, do you think that it's getting a bit more respect now, or do you feel like it still is some time that we do see the Western world kind of downplaying it due to the fact that, of course, you have the important players that do miss out, and in general in the regular other type of competitions such as the Prem and in other leagues as well. But yeah, so my question to you is, how significant is AFCON, and do you feel like it's still being disrespected?
I think it's definitely being disrespected by Europe, definitely, because we saw even Asia Cup is getting some disrespect right now with it not being shown in the UK. But AFCON, it has taken a while now for Sky Sports to finally announce they're going to show it. It was just going to be BBC that was going to show it, and now finally um, Sky has also said they're also going to jump on the ship. But I think if you're not like affiliated with one of the countries in it, or you don't have a link somewhere with the Afcon, then I don't think use you will be watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I think in the past it was just really you focus on one of your players that's going to the Afcon. Um, so yeah, but and you won't keep an eye out on the rest of the tournament. You just focus on them. So um, it is still getting a bit disrespected, but it's getting better. But look, if it, hopefully it isn't like this in the future, but I still think Afcon in Jan Feb, it is the best time because it's not peak um, summertime, but it's also not peak rainy season, so it's a perfect time, and nobody can say anything about that.
Good point. And welcome, Ola. Hope you're well, my friend.
Yes, I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Very
I
well.
know it's been a long time. Uh,
Yeah, it's been a
it's been
long
a
time.
while, and big up Sofia, big up everyone. The Afcon, I think it should be interesting. I will be back in my country, Nigeria, but regardless, I don't know. I don't really know what to expect from the tournament because like the games we've played, like the warm up games, the games we played for the qualifiers before, we've not really performed well. And we don't really know our best side going into the tournament. But I just think I'm just hoping, it's tournament football, you don't really know what to expect. And sometimes you might get a shocker. A team might just go on a very good run and end up maybe winning it or getting to the final. So I just hope Nigeria can perform really well in this tournament.
Mm, I totally hear you. What we were discussing a little bit before was, do you feel like that AFCON tournament does get like still heavily disrespected in terms of the other type of competition that we see, um, you know, the
Okay, like
Euro
the
Cup and
Euro
all that?
and the Copa America and other tournaments. Yeah, I would say yes, but at the same time, I think uh, it depends on we as Africans. I think we need to organize our tournaments better. We need better facilities. We need better structure in conducting our tournaments. And we might say yes, it's underrated, or they don't really rate the Afcon, but we have a lot of work to do as Africans, and like the quality of the tournament, from the pitch to the atmosphere to the accommodation. I think we are getting better. The last two Afcon and this one in Cote d'Ivoire, I just hope it is far better than other Afcons. And but at the end of the day, the more we do the job, the more we get better in what we do, the more we get the global rating, and we get the foreign world to basically uh, like accept us better and like rate us better in our tournament. So we have, like, I feel like it's all in our hands. We just need to do better, organize tournaments better, and now we can see the likes of Sky Sports picking up the Afcon is a progress. Now you can, the people in the UK, everyone like is going into a larger audience, which things like this we don't get to see before, and
Mm.
so that's also a positive, and that shows that if we get it right with this AFCON, the next AFCON is going to be bigger and better than this.
I hear it. There's something that I wanted to raise as well, which the match channel mentioned here. This year, I'm seeing less disrespect from the fans and managers, but more from the players themselves. Hannibal and Onana, especially
So,
our
yeah,
Onana, Ola. I'm
yeah.
tired.
I think we Onana, like I saw it today, like basically he doesn't rate Cameroon or something. I get the fact that you want to support your club or you want to play for your club, but at the end of the day, I think, like I for one, I think the biggest honor is winning something for your country. I think if you win the Nations Cup, the World Cup, I think that you can win 10 Champions Leagues, but I don't think we've seen anyone that has won even two World Cups in a row, or even gotten three World Cups, or Copa America, Euros, and the rest. So I think for your country, you need to turn up when they need you. You need to be there for them when they need you. And I don't know what Onana is planning to do against Tottenham. Maybe he just want to lose. He just want to make us lose the game again, or by making a silly error, or a silly mistake.
Uh,
Because I don't know why that Tottenham game is that important that you would forfeit playing for your country in the first game of the Afcon and playing in the Tottenham game. We are not winning the league. We are not challenging for the title. We are not. It is not a final that we will say, okay, we need you to play for us, or we need you like we need you to step up for us in that game. But I don't know. I think Onana, we saw it before. He was out of the team when the other manager was there due to one issue or the other. He got called back by the new manager, and I think he should have shown more faith in the new manager for calling him back, and going for that tournament as early as possible, turning up for the team and the Cameroonians, and showing them that he is dedicated to playing for the countryside. And I think we United fans, we are even we have not decided if we really want Onana. I think some of the fans even want Onana to go for this tournament so we can see by India playing and hopefully gets a chance and see what he can offer. I think don't be surprised we'll see Tom Eaton playing a lot of the games when when Onana is not around, because I don't think he will really get a chance. Hopefully by India gets a chance, but Onana, what he has done is just disrespect his country and the Cameroonian. And I think if I'm the manager, I think I will just take him out of the squad. But that might be too far. Well, that might be taking it too far. But I just think he should just. He should. Let's see the Tottenham game. Hopefully, he makes an impact or he does something really quality in that game that make us as fans say, okay, well done for staying. But if not that, I think that will be one of the worst moves he has made so far.
As a rival, it will be very funny if Onana does a stupid mistake in the Spurs game.
Yes, yes.
If
True.
he makes a stupid mistake in that Spurs game, it will just be so funny because he's staying to help United and then he doesn't help United.
Help.
That would be the worst mistake.
Anyhow, he does that. But I don't know. I feel like it's not even to help. It's more so because he's being hella insecure.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't know. I don't know where to say.
Onana, where's the save? Onana. It says, how bad must this backup Turkish goalkeeper be that United have begged him to stay till the day before? The thing is, now it's the fact that there's a little bit of feedback. I think it might be from you, Ola. I'm just going to mute you while I talk, and then I'll unmute you. Okay, there we go. Big up, by the way, to those who are watching. Keep getting the likes up. But what Ed says here, the thing is, though, with Onana, I really wanted to see Altay being able to play against Wigan this past, game here, but that didn't happen. Yes, okay, withdrew. He made, a big crucial save at the beginning. Maybe didn't have that much to do, but still, we will have to have some games either way that we will be missing Onana per se, where he's not playing because he's at Afcon. But now the thing was, there was an agreement between him, Man United, and the Cameroonian Federation that Onana will be joining Afcon Cameroon. Basically, travel straight after the Spurs game that we have on Sunday, so that he'll be able to, be in the squad. But the thing is, though, with traveling all that, it will be less than 24 hours, and you're suddenly going to be able to play. That it will be a bit too much. And now it came out that he now is actually going to be missing out the first game on Monday.
Yeah, but I think actually I think with the managers, I see sometimes they stick with the first choice. Like I'm seeing this, I saw the last comments that he doesn't know how bad Bayindia is, and maybe that's why he's not playing or stuff. I think because we've not found our feet, we are still struggling. I don't think it's right. Maybe the manager thinks it's not right for him to change the players a lot. He wants to stick with a certain type of player and try to build up the momentum and what he's trying to do. And that's why I think Onana is playing in almost every game. Even in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup, he played, and that's why. Because you need a particular structure. You need your players to keep playing together week in, week out to get the chemistry and understanding they need moving forward. And that's why we are not seeing any wholesale change. And I think by the time we get the likes of uh, maybe Martinez and other players back at United, and they have a proper structure or a proper system working for them, then you can see the changes coming in with the goalkeepers and other players. But I just hope going to the Afcon will be an opportunity for Bayende to play, because I think we might be seeing Tom Eaton. I am having a feeling we might see Tom Eaton playing a lot of those games, and that's testament to what the manager is seeing in training, because we are not at Carrington. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes at United. So there might be a reason why he's not playing fine. But regardless, I think Onana should turned up for Cameroon when he needs to, like, at the right time. And like you said, it's an agreement within Cameroonian authorities, the United own hierarchy and everyone agreeing to that. But regardless, as a player, you should stand your ground and always show the commitment to playing for your country, no matter what. Through thick and thin, I think.
Yeah,
That's exactly one. Yes, go ahead, Hannah. I agree. Go ahead.
there's also allegations from some of the senior players, that the federation, or well, just the coach, um, only plays players that has the same agency as him, and Eto, Samuel Eto. So there's allegations from the senior players of that. I don't know how true that is, but maybe that's another factor in this whole Onana
Yeah,
saga.
but I know, African football is full of different type of politics. Sometimes some players are being called up because they are closer to the manager and stuff. So all that happens a lot when it comes to African football. So things like this will surely come out. It might not be true. It might just be some speculations from some aggrieved parties that were not called up and all. But regardless, things like this happens when it comes to African football. A lot of politics behind it, though. But I don't think we need to go into that.
Yeah. Alright.
From Ed here, round of 16 ends 30th of January. Wolves game 1st of February. If Cameroon go out, I'm sure Ertena will be demanding the PJ to bring him back in time to play. I will not be shocked. The thing is, though, it got postponed because it was supposed to be played the Tuesday, 30th. So they changed the schedule, actually, to the 1st instead of February. It'll be interesting. We have to wait and see. And like it was mentioned here by the match channel, regardless of Onana, I'm still thinking Cameroon will lose to Guinea and then go out in the group stage. So yeah, since we're on that
It is
topic,
possible.
it is possible indeed. What do we think will happen? What will be the outcome for some of the teams? Let's start off with maybe the favorites. Hannah, who's your favorite?
My favorites, Ivory Coast, Egypt, just because it's Egypt, and it's an African tournament. Senegal, because defending champions.
Yep.
Algeria, and then Morocco. If I would have to rank them, I would go Morocco, Algeria, um, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Egypt.
Ooh.
Because I think I don't rate that this Egypt or Senegal squad as top tier. I think Ivory Coast home advantage, that will count massively for them. Morocco, just the squad, and their all feeling around them is really good. Um, and Algeria, they just got ballers all around the pitch. So yeah, but that's my top three: Algeria, Morocco, and Ivory Coast. My top three favorites.
Interesting. The same question goes for you as well, Ola. Who are you thinking are your favorites to win the Afcon?
I think because I'm Nigerian. Sorry. Even though I don't really, I'm not so confident for us winning it or being the favorites, but I still have to stick by my country regardless. I think Nigeria will be one, and I think Morocco. I think Morocco, they have a good squad, not just because they have like well-known players, but they have like a good team of players that play together, that always play good football, and we saw that in the World Cup. And I think they would likely go very far, if not win the tournaments, go very far. I think Morocco is one, and I think I will stick with Senegal with the fact that they won the last Afcon, and also they have a set of players that would give their all for their team, regardless. Quality wise, they might not be that good, but they would fight till the end. And that was why they won the last one, and they can still challenge for this one. So I'm looking for Senegal, Morocco, and Nigeria. Not to write up other countries like Algeria. I think I want to see South Africa also perform really well in this World Cup. I want to see what they can do because they've gone down the radar in Africa for a while. So I want to see them step up and show us more in this competition. I just want a very, very interesting tournament.
Nobody believes Ghana could do something.
I think they might be able to, but I don't really think. I don't really think they would do much. Like we are all waiting for surprises. We all want a very interesting tournament, but regardless, I don't think Ghana will be one of the favorites for me. And Sophia, who are your favorite three like to win the tournament?
Great question. I agree with you guys with definitely Morocco being one of them. I mean, first African nation to reach a semifinal of a World Cup ever. Uh,
Yeah.
and overall, they have a pretty good squad. Interesting. It's looking good with what the manager is doing. So I think they can do it this year, or at least get to the final. I think.
Yeah.
Senegal could try to defend their, trophy. So potentially. Hmm. I feel like Ghana could do something. I just have a feeling. No.
Yeah, they've got a
And
good
maybe
squad,
Ivory
but
Coast, home soil.
Uh,
we have
for
because too.
me,
I don't think it's fine. They are hosting tournament, so maybe, but I don't really think. I think Morocco, Algeria, maybe. But I just what I want in this tournament is I want to see teams that we are not like teams that we are writing off. We want to see them turn up. Like one team I want to see is South Africa. Like I am very passionate about seeing them playing really well in this tournament. I don't know why, but I just hope they can do very, very well in this tournament. South Africa, like you said, Ghana also might come with surprises for us, but like looking at what we already know or what we've seen in the last couple of years, I think Senegal, Morocco, and don't mind my Nigeria. My Nigeria is because I'm Nigerian, but I think Senegal, Morocco, maybe Algeria, these teams are teams that can really turn up in this tournament.
for
Interesting. I
me,
hear it.
Ghana and Nigeria, and I wanna put Cameroon in there, but I just think they have deep, deep, deep problems. I think Ghana and Nigeria are like teams you would usually put up there, but they're just a tier below. They're like your surprise package. You think they might do not do so well, but you've got this strange feeling maybe they just turn up because of the experience. But I, I would say Nigeria, if they can win, I think the first game you guys play is the big one, Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah,
Um, because either Guinea-Bissau or Ivory Coast might drop points. So you beat Equatorial Guinea, then you definitely have your place sorted. So it's very tight. Like if Nigeria could go through, just
yeah,
depends on
Hmm.
their performances. Same with Ghana. Um, their group is easy. I would put them as favorites. Well, second, after Egypt to go through. but never know. Like Matt said, they drew 0-0 to probably the worst team in the Afcon this year, Namibia. So we'll see.
But I just think, like you said, Nigeria, Ghana, they are teams that were up there. That in every AFCON, you always tip them to go into the final or the semi-final of the tournament. I just think with Nigeria, if I should go into my own country that I know about, I think we don't really know what we are doing. Like, fine, the tournament is here. We need to back our country regardless, but I don't think we know what we are doing because I don't think we know our best 11. We do, fine, apart from the likes of Victor Osimhen that have stepped up in Europe over the years, like Boniface, Victor Boniface now is injured, is missing the
Yeah.
tournament. That's a blow for him because he's one of the best players. He has been one of the best strikers in Europe since the beginning of the season, scoring lots of goals for Bayern Leverkusen. But defensively, I don't think we have very good defenders, and also goalkeeping. Goalkeeper Francis Uzo is not good enough. Like we've seen him fumble in a lot of games, and we are just like for Nigeria, I just open and pray. We are just open and praying. We just get, like you said, start the tournament well, win the first game 3 points. Maybe you take that confidence into the other games. And tournament football, you don't need to be the best side at it. I don't think you need to be. You need to be playing the best type of football. Sometimes once the momentum is working in your favor, you win the first game, you build off that confidence, win the second game. Before you know, you find yourself in the quarterfinal, and from there anything can happen. Luck, you might be lucky enough to just get a 1-0 win, defend, and go all through the final because it's tournament football. It's different from league games that you have to play a lot of games, and that's why I think Nigeria might have a chance if they start well in the first game. But when it comes to a proper team, I think you go for other teams like Morocco, even Ghana. I think even Ghana has a better team and structure than Nigeria. And it's sad as a country. It's sad because you want to see your team having the best squad and the best players to challenge and going out all out for the tournament. But we are just hoping and praying we can get something out of this tournament. At least a semi-final. At least a semi-final. And I think once it gets to that position, anyone can win it. Once you can get off the group into the quarterfinal, I think anyone can win it at that position. But everyone has to back their country.
Yeah. What the match channel says here is his dark horses are Zambia, DR Congo, and Tunisia. Do either of you guys think that they potentially could do something or go far in the competition?
For me, there's loads of dark horses that could do something, and I would put all three of those teams is mentioned definitely in them because Zambia, I think Zambia, DR Congo, of course, that's the first game in Group F, one of the first games. And again, it's a massive game because then we can really see how the groups are going to shape up. But coming into the tournament, definitely. Would even put Mali there. They usually underperform at the Afcon, but they can do something. Burkina Faso, they look strong. Guinea and Guinea also look good. What else is there? And then of course in
Mozambique also. Mozambique.
Zambia, Guinea-Bissau
Zambia.
also. So there are a few good teams.
Like, but the truth is, like, with Tunisia, Tunisia, they have a good side, I think. And DR Congo, we've seen them perform better over the years in the AFCON. But like the likes of Mozambique and Mali, these countries can step up in this tournament. Like, I think we can't really say a lot about the tournament until it starts because there are some teams that have been cooking, that have been training, that have been building something we don't even expect. That once the tournament starts, that's when we start to see it unfold. And when we start to see that, then we know that yes, there's a particular team. I think when the tournament starts, after like the first set of games, we'll have a better view and a better understanding of other countries, their squad, and the way they play. And I think then we can understand the dark horses better. But for now, we are just basing on maybe the quality of the squad and other other factors. But I think there are some teams that we are not even talking about that will step up and shock us in this tournament. And I would even love a neutral country to win it. If Nigeria doesn't win it, fine. I have to back my country first, but I would love like a dark horse to win it. A DR Congo, a Zambia, a Mozambique to go all out and get to the final or even win it. Then we'll know that yes, African football is not just for the top countries of Nigeria, Ghana, Morocco, and the likes. That other countries can step up and show us that yes, we can get better in this tournament.
Mm-hmm. Question here from Ravi: which striker should we look out for in this competition? Any thoughts?
I think Osimhen for one.
Yeah, Osimhen for sure. I mean, he's going through it with Napoli at the moment. Lord have mercy, he got to go.
Yeah.
Go. But yeah, Osimhen, and like you said, I really wish we could have seen Boniface. I really,
Yes.
I heard great things about him for Bodø/Glimt here in Norway. So, and then of course, like you said earlier this season, being wonderful, but by Leverkusen, so would have been an incredible player to see. Other players in general as a striker in this tournament.
I think we don't really have like we'll put Mohamed Salah in the striking position basically because he's basically getting the goals and maybe the likes of Sadio Mane also. Sadio Mane for Senegal should be stepping up as the main man, like the striker in the tournament. Who else? I don't think we really have big strikers like that in the Afcon, but I would love to see some underdog strikers also step up and get a couple of goals. Because it depends on how good your team is and how they understand themselves and how they can create a lot of chances. We might see a striker we don't know about come to light in this tournament and get a lot of goals. But I think Osimhen for one is going to be Sebastian Haller also. Sebastian Haller of Dortmund, I think, of Dortmund. El Nasser of Sevilla. Yes, true. Patson Daka of I don't know if Patson Daka is still in Leicester City, but he was at Leicester. So I think
so, but I'm sure.
This players like El Nasser for one is a very good striker, and we as United fans we know him a lot because he has scored a couple of goals against us facing Sevilla. But I think for one, Osimhen is going to be Osimhen, Haller, and maybe Sadio Mane. I think he is the striker for Senegal. I think he should be getting a couple of goals and will be the main man for that team, and hopefully could take them far in the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And Ed says keep an eye out on Bansa of DR Congo.
Okay, that's good. I'll be writing that down. I need to watch that player. I'll be doing some scouting for Manchester United also, so maybe they can get a couple of Afghan players in.
We can do some scouting. Oh, we might need to do like a scouting report or something. Yeah, that would be great. Mohammed Amin says, I think Ivory Coast are underrated. They have a really good team. I think also Mali have a good team. Yeah, Mali, both me and Hannah was talking a little bit about that off air as well with, they have Basuma to mention one at least, a big player. So you never know. But since we've obviously mentioned the favorites and, the of course, as well, dark horses, who do you think will have a very disappointing tournament? The flops, per se. Egypt?
Like there is a lot of buzz around Egypt and maybe Senegal because they played the last final and Senegal won that. But I think that would be one of the worst flop of the tournament if any of these two teams, which is Egypt or Senegal, have a very bad tournament. Because now the buzz is there because they played in the final last in the last edition, everyone is giving them the upper hand to go far in the tournament. And once they have a bad tournament, it's going to be very shocking for a lot of for a lot of fans and supporters of the African football. Well, I just think
Mm.
that would be the two major surprise, because I think if Nigeria doesn't play well in this tournament, I don't think any Nigerian will be surprised, because we already have our doubts already. I think with Ghana too. I think same with South Africa. They are just building a new team, trying to come back to the African stage and show us they can be top of the tournament again. But I don't think anyone will be surprised if they don't have a very good tournament. But with the likes of Senegal, I think Morocco also, Senegal, Morocco, and uh, who did I mention before? Senegal, Morocco, and Egypt. Any one of them will be a very shocking uh, uh, team to have a very bad tournament.
I know. I'm gonna go with Ghana as flops. I'm gonna go Ghana, and
Why?
I'm very tempted to say Senegal. I'm very tempted to say Senegal will flop. Um,
Okay.
let me.
But what I think Senegal might not is they won their first Afcon in the last edition, and that should be a very huge boost for them coming into this tournament and trying to prove that they can still, if not win it, go very far in the tournament. So that should that should be a motivation for them, because winning your first tournament in the next edition, you want to show better and show more quality and more commitment, more fight. That okay, at least we can get to the semi-final of the next edition. But like with what Arno said, sometimes the team that wins the next edition might be the worst team in the next edition. So
Yeah.
that that's
Ca-
that also is a factor. But at the same time, I wish they can step up and just at least go to the quarterfinal of this tournament.
Cameroon is also shout because they're not in an easy group. Gambia, Guinea, of course the big derby Gambia, Senegal. That's a derby I heard. I don't know. Ola, you might know better than me about if that's a like proper derby, but I have heard that they don't like each other. Um,
What's that?
Gambia and Senegal.
Like there are some funny rivalries in when it comes to African football, like the
Yeah.
Nigeria and Ghana rivalry. I think that one is one that the Ghana Jollof and Nigeria Jollof rivalry. So there are a couple of rivalries like that. That once they get drawn together, you would see a very feisty and interesting game. But regardless, I just think this AFCON, I just hope and pray it's very, very interesting and we get a lot of good football in the tournament, and we can see a lot of new players come through, younger players step up and get their chances, and let's just see African football, take African football to the world, and let's see better performances from not just from the players, not just from the managers, from the officiating. Let's see better officiating. Let's see better
Yes.
atmosphere. The like you know what you get in some tournaments. We just need better structure for this Afcon tournament. And I just hope, by the grace of God, I will be going to the next Afcon. I hope.
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, well said for sure. As we move to, closer to the end stages of the stream, it went by very fast, but I want to take some of the last few minutes to, Hano, I want to hear about your nation, South Africa. What are your aspirations and hope for South Africa? How far can you go in this tournament?
Um, I'm first of all, I'm hoping we get out of the group first as foremost, because I think we have a really good chance. But I, I have seen our potential draws, and our draws, if we finish second, um, we'll play, I think, Burkina Faso or DR Congo, someone like that. And I don't want that. I don't like that. Um, and if we finish third and we get into the fourth best third place teams, we'll face I think Algeria or someone like that, which I think will be tough for us. So at most, I'm expecting a round of 16, hoping for a quarter final. Never know. The Afcon has some magic in it. Um, so yeah, but no, that's just for me. But I think we can get out of the group. All depends on Tuesday, 10 p.m. South African time. I think if we win that game, that will turn a lot of South Africans into this Afcon. Um, so I can't express how big that game is, but there are some high expectations for us. Um,
Yeah.
so of course, we won the Afcon in now debutant campaign in 1960, not 1960, 1996. Um, but then again, we failed to, for the last nine campaigns, failed to even get close to it. So
Mm,
yeah, but our coach is good, of course. Star players is Percy Tau from Al Ali,
Alali,
that I believe knocked out Benzema's team in the um, Club World Cup thing.
yeah, true.
So yeah, and then of course we got the rising star in Tole, 24 years old, number 14. In the midfield, um, everything goes through him. So it is the big one. And if he can stay fit and show for us show us what he can do, I think we could do something. But of course, Life Foster not being there is a big miss for us. With him struggling with his mental health and stuff like that, so mm, it's a miss.
Mm,
I would have loved to have him there. Um, So yeah, but I think we minimum round of 16s, and if we can push it to that quarter-final stage.
okay. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm definitely super gassed and cannot wait to get the catch the opening game, which will be this Saturday. I will be doing a live match reaction straight after that game, so make sure that you guys are subscribed. We'll make this at the end of the stream, as you know. We'll be watching, hopefully, Liverpool lose to Fulham. That'd be great. Won't probably happen, but you never know. Mohammed says Morocco is coming. We are winning this competition. Mohammed, you might. Big favorites. I think again. I will not be shocked. May the odds be ever in your favor. If you know, you know. Either way, guys, we will be ending this stream. I want to thank my guest. There's a little bit of feedback. I'm just going to mute you just what I talked. Okay, so I want to thank my guest here. We had Ola from the football family. I have linked his channel in the title alongside Hanos. Coach Corner, make sure that you do subscribe to both. Big up to Ed, big up to everybody that's been here. It's been a great time. I want to make sure that we put some respect and love to this tournament and, use the platform to talk about such things. So Yeah, the match notes his prediction for both countries, both to finish third with 4 points, and then South Africa to lose Algeria, Nigeria to lose to Egypt. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. But yeah, yes. I'll mute
Yeah.
myself.
Before I go, I just think I am open for Nigerian players to step up and fight for the country. Like there's a lot going on in the country, economically, financially, and all. But this is football is something that unites everyone, that brings everyone together, that makes everyone happy, takes away your stress, your pain sometimes, and just make you happy, like the entertainment of football. So I want to see not only Nigerian, but like the tournament as a whole unites everyone together, makes us happy, brings a lot of entertainment, and may the best country win. But I just hope my country can turn up, which is Nigeria, for this tournament, and every single player fight till the end. Even when you lose, let's know you are losing because you've done your best, not because you are bad or you've not put in the performance. Same apply to all other countries. And just expect a very interesting and exciting tournament. On Saturday, uh, Afcon Cote d'Ivoire, more contests coming, and big up to Sofia. You've been doing a fantastic job for in every not only the Afcon, the league, and all. And guys, please subscribe and continue to support our channel, support mine, support Anu's, and just continue being part of a lot of content coming. Posting a lot of videos for the Afcon. We'll be going for some watch alongs through the Afcon period also, and just enjoying the tournament as a whole as Africans and everyone around the world enjoy the Afcon 2023 happening in Cote d'Ivoire. Thank you very much for having me, Sofia.
No problem, mate. Hano, any last words before we wrap up?
No, just thank you for having me on. Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and hopefully, our coach that steered Cameroon to Afcon victory can do the same with us this time around. So yeah, that's that.
Awesome. We're gonna wrap it up, people. I'll be back on Friday to preview Spurs versus, or technically Man United versus Spurs, because Premier League back for some of us. So we'll talk
Can
about
Ola
that.
have me for that also? I should be available, I think.
Okay, we might talk. Right? But yeah, guys, I'll see you then. I will probably be posting a ranking Afcon kits tomorrow. Might be a video dropping, so stay tuned. If you don't want to miss out, subscribe. Okay. Make sure you like, and of course, feel free to join the SOT membership. Link is in the description box, as well pinned in the chat. But we are out. Have a great time. See y'all soon. Bye bye.